So these are some of the important geography dates. Beginning at the end of September, weekly, the lesson PowerPoints, resources and revision guides are put onto Teams for pupils to be able to access them in the case that they're possibly working from home, miss a lesson, need to catch up on anything, and also just for revision purposes too. So there will be weekly PowerPoints, resources and tasks put onto Teams for them, beginning at the end of September. Then, obviously throughout September and October, they have been working on their NEA Phase 1, which is where they collect data virtually and write it up. This needs to be completed, this phase, by the end of October, because then in November the 1st, the WJC will release the Unit 3 NEA paper, and schools can get pupils to sit this paper anytime across November and December. But what I usually say is it's good to get it sat before the end of November to give teachers a chance to sort it out and ensure that everything is in order to be able to send it off to WJC. So then in December, we'll have a mock exam, week beginning 6th of December, and another mock exam in February then, week beginning 21st of February, to check on the learning of the content of the course in preparation for the exams in the summertime. So the WJC have given provisional dates for this. Unit 1, Monday the 23rd of May in the morning for an hour and a half. And Unit 2, Tuesday the 7th of June in the afternoon for an hour and a half. So the WJC has announced some changes to the content that needs to be taught to ensure that there's plenty of time for teachers to get through the content. So in Unit 1, which is Changing in Physical Human Landscapes, they have removed the following content. 1.1.2, How are physical landscapes in Wales affected by human activity? 1.1.3, How can landscapes in Wales be managed? 2.3.1, What are global patterns of urbanisation? 2.3.2, What are consequences of urbanisation in two global cities? And 2.3.3, How are global cities connected? In Unit 2, they've removed the following content. 5.2.1, What are the causes and consequences of two weather hazards? 6.3.1, How and why is the demand for water changing? 6.3.2, Are water resources being managed sustainably? And then the final unit, Unit 3, which is the fieldwork inquiry, the NEA I spoke about on the last slide. Usually, this would require 2 pieces of fieldwork to be carried out, one in a physical environment and one in a human environment. However, this year, it is only necessary to carry out fieldwork in one environment, and this can also be done virtually rather than taking pupils out into the field. So this year, this is what the qualification will look like. Unit 1 will be sat on Monday the 23rd of May in the morning. It's an hour and a half long. It's worth 40% of the course. And it will include Theme 1, Theme 2 and Theme 4, with some of the content removed that I discussed in the previous slide. Unit 2 will be on Tuesday the 7th of June for an hour and a half, worth 40%. On this paper will be Theme 5, Theme 6 and Theme 8, with some of the content removed as I discussed on the previous slide. And Unit 3 is the NEA. Pupils are currently writing this up, Phase 1. Phase 2 is where they sit an exam paper that's set by WJC that is released November the 1st. Pupils have an extended amount of time to complete this year. They've got until January the 14th. This is worth 20%. However, they may find they'll have an earlier deadline than that to ensure time for teachers to organise their work effectively to be submitted to WJC.
There are a lot of useful websites at GCSE and A-level. One of the most useful ones is the WJC website, GCSE Geography. And on there, you can see in the red circle, you can find past papers along with their mark schemes. Other resources as well, such as books and website web links, and the actual specification that we use to teach the course, which you can download there as well. So it's really, really useful, and it's important for pupils to log on and familiarise themselves with that website. Another really good website and very accurate to what we teach as well is the BBC Bite Size website. Make sure that you go to GCSE and then click on WJC as is circled here, and it'll come up with all the themes as they're taught. So you've got rural urban links, landscapes and physical processes, weather, climate and ecosystems. So BBC Bite Size have put the topics into categories for you. So that's a really useful website, and in there are lessons, video clips, tests as well, so they can test themselves on the knowledge they've gained from the revision. In addition to websites, there are some textbooks that I would definitely recommend getting to revise for the exams. So the one on the left here on Amazon is WJC GCSE Geography paperback, My Revision Notes, and it's $9.99. It's an excellent textbook. It includes all the themes that pupils are taught across their course. So it's only one book and everything's in the one book. It's very colourful and easy to understand the way that it's set up. There's past paper questions in there and hints and tips for the exam as well. So I would really, really recommend this book. Something that's fairly new is to go alongside it, a workbook, WJC GCSE Geography workbook on the right-hand side. But I think that is supposed to support the other book. So the other book is the one you'd need to revise from. The workbook supports that, and that's $5.99 on Amazon as well. So very, very useful books here. If you have any questions about the exams or anything mentioned in this PowerPoint, then please feel free to email me at faroa@pontyhigh.co.uk and I'll try to answer any questions that you might have.